drills, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna do them for 2 minutes each, okay? So the next drills we're gonna perform are gonna be stuff we've done many times before, but it's to practice all the close guard attacks, okay? So in this case, we're gonna have the first one, which is attacking the arm, second one, the arm again, and then the third one, we're gonna like replicate some movements. So basically, these are not submissions or warm-ups, and I think it's gonna be important for us to drill these, like, we do them a lot, but we're gonna try to implement them more and more during the intermediate and the advanced classes. So on the first drill we're gonna do is, Pat's gonna just keep his arms straight, and we're not really focusing on getting techniques for the armbar, but more about turning our hips. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hold the sleeves down, okay? We're going to step once to start it off, and then climb on his back and pass our leg, okay? Once we're there, we're going to use the same momentum from our bottom leg to push on his ribcage to swing our legs to the opposite side. So what's going to look like is this. As I release the leg from his head, I'm going to turn my hips to the outside and hook on the opposite side. So that we're going to keep spinning from side to side. So one more time slow. As I release the head, I push off the back leg to be able to turn to the opposite side and hook his head. Okay? So what we're going to do, the first minute, we just go nice and slow, right? Just go from side to side. And make sure every time you spin, that your hips are outside of his knee before you hook his leg, and you slightly raise your hips up as you're going to bridge for the arm bar. Okay? So your leg should be like as close, as tight as possible, without really cranking on the elbow. And then we turn. Go to the other side and hook. Go to the other side and hook. When we get halfway inside the round, 1 minute left, we're going to start to do a speed drill. So it's going to look like this. 1 minute. Okay? We're going to go side to side. Okay? That's the first drill. The second drill, what Pat's going to do is post his hands on the mat. Okay? We're going to start flat on our backs. You can do this one with your crossed legs, or you can also do it if you feel comfortable with the legs on the mat. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go reach for his wrist. Okay? Notice I don't bend my elbow. I have a fully extended arm. I'm going to go all the way up, and then I bend on my elbow. I go all the way in, and I reach for my wrist. But I don't bring the Kimura lock. I just go for a simulation. I go to the other side. I do the same thing. Fully extended. I raise up on my elbow, and I reach out. Okay? So two things must happen. Once I grab a wrist, I practice my grip. So I seize the wrist. Move my hips out. Create space. Go inside. Just touch my wrist. And then I release. I go to the other side. Fully extended arm. Create space with my hips. And I go up. Okay? And we just go from left to right. 1, 3, and then at 1 minute we're gonna speed drill. Okay? It's gonna go like this. So we're gonna go okay, halfway, 1 minute left. Okay? And then the third drill is gonna come back with his hands on my chest once again. Okay? So now, just like the arm bar drill, where I shifted my hips, I'm gonna just drive one hand in between my legs, hold the wrist, and just climb. Okay? As I'm going for the triangle choke, without jerking or cranking the triangle choke. You're gonna release. Comes back. I bring this one in. I raise my hips over, and now since this leg is over, I'm gonna cross on this side. And it's just an exercise, right? To raise your hips. To remember which leg to go over. This one should go over on the outside. And we go on the other side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. Okay? Without really turning the angles and getting the full triangle choke. You guys good? Okay, let's go. 2 minute shot.